the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Justin Rudicel.
Well, after 5 straight days here over the century mark in Oklahoma City and 4 straight days at 103, this 94 for a high temperature felt delightful. I know, at least to me and a lot of people that chimed in on a couple of my posts on Facebook, they were loving the weather here today from Interstate 40 north. South, I had people in Lawton, Duncan saying, what cloud cover, what rain. It is hot and sunny, and it was down here across the southern half of the state. But from Oklahoma City, I-40 north, it was cloudy and there was rain a good portion of the day here across north and north central Oklahoma. Upper 70s to low 80s in a lot of locations. It was very nice compared to how it's been over the last week, and that's what Next Gen looked like here this morning into the afternoon hours, and then even here this evening, a couple sprinkles or some light showers. This is all ground clutter here with all the moisture being picked up. A couple showers try to develop across northwest Oklahoma, and again, those showers have fizzled out here across the metro, but there is a weather system, jet stream energy out of the northwest, so these clusters of showers and thunderstorms will just continue to ride that jet stream right through a majority of the state of Oklahoma here tonight into tomorrow morning. I mentioned at the beginning of the newscast, I even mentioned it at the 6 o'clock. The cloud cover and that rain and high temperatures only into the upper 70s to low 80s does look like it's trying to affect some of the storms and likely the severity of the storms and how much severe weather we see overnight. Great news. Nobody likes severe weather. Nonetheless, we will see showers and thunderstorms across the state, but the wind threat, the damaging wind threat will be lower, and also the hail threat, as these showers and thunderstorms that have been moving out of Kansas where we're severe have fizzled out as they've moved into the state because the main energy is just too far away and we don't have that heat and humidity just to continue to keep them going. Brandon Pennell's been out here across the Oklahoma-Texas Panhandle making his way back to the east. He stayed out here because that's where the cluster of thunderstorms has been. And the big hail, big wind, and those were tornadic as they were moving out of southeast Colorado. We'll continue to watch those. Again, those will cluster up and move across the state just like they did last night into this morning, anywhere from a quarter to a half an inch. Some areas did see up to 1.5 inches here today across the northern half of the state. 83. East wind at around 10, that dew point 65. Not a bad Saturday evening, especially in many locations off towards the north. Low 70s, 83 here in Oklahoma City. But here's that heat and humidity. And with the low-level winds southeast and the upper-level winds just aloft, about 5,000 feet up, we have that low-level jet feeding these storms. That will probably be enough to continue these storms to develop and cluster up as they head off to the south and east as that jet stream, the big bubble of high pressures drifted off to the west and now moving in and allowing that northwest flow. And we'll be in that northwest flow and we'll see many more of these clusters of showers and thunderstorms as we head over at least the next 2-3 nights. So if we don't see rain tonight in your location, you'll have at least a couple more chances of rain to kind of maybe green up the grass a little bit. We've really dried out here recently as it's been over 3 weeks here for measurable rainfall here across Oklahoma City, and we will likely see some here tonight, especially central and northern half of the state as this slides off to the south and east. And again, the organization and the parameters not as high as it looked earlier, so that'll limit the severe weather threat. There'll be noisy storms with some thunder and lightning and some very heavy rains. We'll be out of here in another great afternoon with a mixture of sun and clouds. I've eliminated the moderate risk. Slight risk, because I think the severe weather risk will be more isolated in nature. And also I got rid of the higher wind threat. Few gusts, maybe up to 65 to 70 as those storms move through, but still remaining a good chance, central and northern half of the state, that you will see some rain. And again, a couple of those pockets of rain, 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain in your location with those thunderstorms moving overhead. Temperatures tonight, upper 70s to low 70s, or upper 60s, low 70s. Sunshine tomorrow, temperatures only in the low 90s. Upper 80s to low 90s, depending on how much cloud cover and rain Monday, Tuesday, and then the heat returns, upper 90s to lower 100s late next week into next weekend.